In a small research center in Colorado Springs, where prototypes for military communications were being developed, the staff lived by routine, white lab coats, schedules, reports. Amid this strict order, a woman moved quietly, almost unnoticed, dressed in a gray janitor's uniform, pushing a cleaning cart. Her name was Martha. She was just over 40, polite, silent, and moved like a shadow, always appearing when no one was looking. The employees paid her no attention. To them, she was just the cleaning lady. Occasionally, someone would make a dismissive comment, not out of cruelty, but indifference. "Hey Martha, bring the mop. Watch it, don't stand there." She never reacted. She just worked. One day, U.S. Army General George Huntley arrived at the center to personally review a new project, one focused on radio signal translation and decryption. Researchers prepared presentations, reports, and data. But during the demo, something went wrong. The automated translator confused Arabic dialects and rendered the phrase as a meaningless string of words. The general frowned. Silence filled the room. And then, from a far corner where no one had been paying attention, a voice spoke up. Martha's voice. Calm but confident, she gave the correct translation. Everyone turned. "Excuse me," she said gently. "That's Yemeni dialect. Your translator confused it with Egyptian." The general narrowed his eyes. He asked her a question, in French. She answered, fluently. Then in German, and again, she replied with perfect accent. Russian, Turkish, Hindi, Japanese, Farsi. In total, 9 languages. And she spoke each one as if it were her native tongue. It turned out that Martha was once a linguist and cryptanalyst, formerly employed by intelligence services. But a personal tragedy had pulled her away from her former life. Becoming a janitor was her way of hiding, staying in the shadows, avoiding attention. The general was stunned. That very day, he ordered her status to be immediately re-evaluated and had her reassigned to a special linguistic analysis team. From that moment on, Martha never cleaned floors again. She now sat at the round table alongside officers and analysts. And the staff, who had once barely noticed her, now stopped whenever they saw her in the hallway, not out of fear, but out of deep respect. Because they had learned something important. Sometimes, genius wears the simplest uniform.